Okay, friends, good morning. Today I am going to discuss about the microsporogenesis, which belongs to third semester embryology topic. So, when the anther gets mature, automatically the microspores or pollen grains they develop in the microsporangium or anther. So the microspore mother cell it undergoes meiotic division and it gives rise to microspore microspores or pollen tetrad. So the microspore or pollen grain is a microspore or pollen grain is uninucleate single cell and globular shape. Globular shape. So, you know very well in microspore, sporangium, microsporogenous tissue, the microsporogenous tissue, it divides, okay, and forms the microsporogenesis cells. These microsporogenesis cells finally they gives the microspore mother cell, okay, by the mitotic division, and this microspore mother cell they undergo the meiotic division. So by the meiotic division into the microspore mother cell they give the microspore tetrads, okay, or pollen tetrads. So these microspores which are developed from the microspore mother cell, they are uninucleate, single celled and globular in shape. So the shape of the microspore or pollen grain it is very varied from one species to another species. It is the shape and sizes of the pollen grain or microspore it is very varied from one species to another species. So here the pollen grain it consists two layers. Every pollen grain it consists two layers. What are they? Two layers. The pollen grain it consists two layers. The outer layer and this is the inner layer. So the outer layer it is made up of pectin. Okay. The outer layer it is made up of pectin and inner layer it is made up of cellulose. Okay. So the outer layer it is called as a exine. And inner layer it is called as a intine. Okay. So this is a microspore or pollen grain. It is a uninucleate, single cell and globular in structure. So these microspores or pollen grain they consist two layers. the outer layer is called as a exine, and also it is made up of pectin, and the inner layer it is called as a intine, then it is made up of the cellulose. So these microspores, the outer layer, it consists of the outer layer, of the microspore or pollen grain. It consists the sporopollenin, sporopollenin, sporopollenin. So the sporopollenin, due to the presence of sporopollenin around the outer layer or exine, these microspores or pollen grain, they can preserve many years under the soil or any circumstances. So due to the presence of this sporopollenin, they get the preserved during the fossilization. So during the fossilization, these pollen grains, they can protected by the sporopollenin which is surrounding the exine of the pollen grain. So this is something about the what is that pollen grain or microspore. So here the pollen kit at actually the outer layer has this outer layer it has the a pollen kit, and this helps in the attraction of the insects. So this outer layer, it has some the pollen kit like structure. So this pollen kit like structure, it would like to attract the insects. So it is called as a pollen kit. So this is something about the microspore or pollen grain which was discussed in the past class. Now today I am going to discuss about the microsporogenesis. So how the microspores are generated in the microsporangium. So that is called as a microsporogenesis. So now microsporogenesis, microspores can generate by the two methods. One is simultaneous method, and second one is successive method. Here what is the microsporogenesis? So the microspore mother cell, so it undergoes the mitotic division, meiotic division, not mitotic. And it gives rise the microspores. So here the microspores mother cell undergoes the meiotic division, and it gives rise a 4 haploid microspore. So during the meiotic division of the microspores, the formation of the microspores formation, it is very different in some different in plants. So two different types of wall formation or cytokinesis have been recognized in the microsporogenesis. So what are they? The first one is successive method, and second one is simultaneous method. So the microsporogenesis, they can form in two ways. One is successive method, successive type, and second one is simultaneous. Simultaneous type. So microsporogenesis mean the microspores are generating in the microsporangium. So it is called as a microsporogenesis. So in successive method, in this type, after the first nuclear division of meiotic one, two daughter cells are formed. So due to the development of the wall formation, these nuclei they undergo the meiotic division 2 and the four haploid daughter cells are formed. So the four daughter cells are they are separated by the wall formation. And the four daughter cells are formed an isobilateral tetrad. So this type of microsporogenesis or successive type of microsporogenesis are usually we seen in monocotyledons and also in some dicotyledons like Podostomaceae and Apocynaceae family. So what is our in successive method? In this successive method, the microspore mother cell, it undergoes the first meiotic division 1. Okay, by the meiotic division 1, this microspore mother cell, it gives rise two daughter nucleus in it one. Okay, so these two daughter nucleus are diodes are formed. So after the formation of these two daughter nucleus, immediately a cell wall is formed between these two daughter nucleus. So hence this by the formation of the cell wall between these newly formed daughter nuclei, automatically they are separated, and in the second step, these two daughter nuclei again they divide in meiotic division 2. And they forms the four haploid spores or pollen grains or microspores. So this is happened successively. So it is called as a successive spore formation or microspores formation. So this is something about the successive type. And what do you mean of simultaneous type? In this simultaneous type, after the completion of meiotic division, the microspore mother cell, after the meiotic division completion in the microspore mother cell, the different types of pollen tetrads or microspore tetrads are formed. So they are 5 types. What they are? 5 types. What are they? First one is so microspore in this one simultaneous type. In this simultaneous type, there are 5 types of spores are formed. Then first one is what is that? Tetrahedral type. Tetrahedral. And first one is tetrahedral, and second one is what is that? Isobilateral. And third one is decussate. Decussate means not okay. Decussate. And fourth one is T-shape. and last one is linear, T-shaped, and last one is linear type. Okay, linear. Type. So this is something 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So in successive type, the microspore mother cell, it undergoes the first meiotic division and it gives and produces 2 nucleus. So after the formation of 2 nucleus, immediately the cell wall is formed between newly born 2 nucleus. And after the cell wall formation, immediately those 2 nucleus in those those 2 new born nucleus, immediately the new born nucleus, they undergoes the second meiotic division and they form 4 nucleus. So these 4 haploid nucleus is also separated by the second wall of the microspores. So then this in this successive method, the microspores, they can easily form in tetrad model. So tetrad manner. So here in simultaneous method, the microspores, they can generate or microsporogenesis. In simultaneous method, the microsporogenesis, it takes place by the 5 method. One is tetrahedral, second one is isobilateral, and third one is decussate, and fourth one is T-shaped, and fifth one is linear type. So what do you mean of tetrahedral type? So in this tetrahedral type, the 4 spores are arranged in the 4 corners. They are arranged in the 4 corners. So this type is generally present in dicot plants. They are present in dicot plant. What are they? Tetrahedral. So tetrahedral, 1 minute. This is the tetrahedral structure. So for example, this is the pollen grain. So in this one, so like this one, 1, 2, 3, and another one is the back side. So this is called as tetrahedral. So here in this one, the spores are arranged, and these spores are arranged at 4 corners. They are arranged at the 4 corners. So this type of pollen tetrads are generally we may see in dicot plants. And second one is isobilateral. So in this isobilateral, in this type, the 4 microspores are arranged in the 4 corners of the square. They are arranged in the 4 corners of the square. So this is called as a isobilateral type. For example, we may see this type of microsporogenesis in maize plant. So isobilateral. So in this one, the 4 microspores, they are arranged in 4 corners. 1, 2, 3, 4. So these 4 the microspore tetrads, they are arranged in the 4 corners. So this is called as a isobilateral. For example, we may see in maize plant, and these are seen in dicotyledon plant. So this is something about the second one, isobilateral. And third one is decussate. So in this type, the 4 microspores are arranged in 2 pairs. They are arranged in 2 pairs. So these 2 pairs are arranged side by side, while they are arranged the microspore, the one pair of the microspore is at right angle to the other. So this is called as a decussate. Example, we may see this type of decussate type of microsporogenesis in Magnoliaceae family member. So for example, decussate, in this decussate type of microsporogenesis, for example, yeah. So 1, 2 and 3 and another one is backside. It's backside. So this is called as a decussate manner. Decussate manner. And fourth one is T-shaped. T-shaped. So in this T-shape, the microspores are arranged in pairs. They are arranged in pairs. So the two microspores are arranged side by side, while the other two are arranged one above the other, and one above the other. So it looks like a T-shape. For example, we may see this type of T-shaped microspores or pollen grain in Aristolochia plant. What are they? So T-shaped. T-shaped, if you can see, so this is the two microspores. They are arranged parallelly, and beneath these two microspores, and they are arranged like this. So it looks like T-shaped. It looks like T-shaped. So we may see this T-shaped microsporogenesis in Aristolochia plant. And last one is fifth one. So in this linear type, the four microspores, they are arranged one above the other. So in a single row, this is called as a linear type. For example, the plant of family Asclepiadaceae. In Asclepiadaceae, we may see this type of linear type of the microsporogenesis. So linear means, that means in this linear, so this is the 1, 2nd, 3rd and 4th. So they are arranged one above the another. So this looks like, say, a linear type of the microsporogenesis. This is something about the microsporogenesis in flowering plants. So tomorrow we will meet in the next class. Thank you very much for this class. Thank you, one and all. Thank you very much.